So let's do a little chopping here. And stripping, chopping, and stripping. And then, so we just stripped off the insulation. The electrical part are these silver wires inside the plastic insulation. Now the way these connectors work is there's a screw here, and then there's like a tab coming down. So the screw pushes down on the tab, which then makes a hard, solid mechanical connection for the wire there. So first thing we have to do is loosen these screws. And then you put this wire underneath that tab. You don't want the insulation in there, you just want the wire. We screw this down hard, do a pull test. Screw this one down hard, pull test. Oop, not hard enough. That's why we do pull tests, because we don't want it to fall out right at the moment when we're showing it off. Okay, pull test, good. As you can see, I just took the antenna wire from in here and just pushed it down. We won't be using that. So let's loosen this one. And where's my cutters? Chop, chop. Well, these are a little thicker. Now, doesn't really matter which connection we put in here, because we will be making that adjustment in software when we get there. Now, if you want to use my software, then you'll want to use the same connections. So let's try blue on the same blue on the same side. Pull test. Brown on this side. Pull test. All good. Okay. So now our motors are wired up. Now we need to get power. So we need to figure out where we're going to get power from. Obviously we have the battery terminals coming in here, but we'd kind of like to use this on-off switch. So we're going to take ground, which I believe is this one, yeah, GND. So we'll wire ground up to ground. That's the center pin here. The center pin here is ground. If you look on the bottom of this board, or sometimes it's printed on the top, you'll see this is plus 12, this is plus 5, and this is ground. But what we have is a 7-volt battery. So we're not going to be using 12 volts, we're going to be using 7 volts. And we'll plug that 7 volts in here. And even though it says 12, it's no big deal. 7 volts will work just fine. Okay, so right now the switch is in the off position, and so we know that when it goes there it's in the on position. I believe what that means is we are connecting these two. I finger's too fat for a pointer. Connecting this pin to that pin. So you can see the switches over on this side. If you think about what it looks like inside there, there's just electrical contacts. And when it's over here, it's between these two and it's off. And when it's over here, now it's connecting